going to record and I'm going to stop share and we'll start out like this. Sound good?
Sounds great.
And we're recording and
And I'll just be on at the beginning and then go
very
behind the scenes.
lovely.
Well, thank you.
You too. Susan left her beautiful curl. She doesn't normally
I
do this.
know.
This must be a
I
special,
love it.
special occasion.
It
I like
sure is.
curls. I really do. You don't like them? Or
I
only sometimes?
do, but we wanted to see all our spoiled agents day, so we wanted to all look nice for everyone, right?
I forgot we
I'm so
did.
glad we have the uniform, and I hadn't worn it obviously lately as much as you guys. So I totally didn't even think, oh, we're the uniform. And hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? 115 people already. Yay.
How's my lipstick? The lipstick good?
Oh,
Great.
yeah, lots of hearts. I can see it. You're
Oh,
getting
they
all
like.
the hearts.
You know what? I have a strong feeling that's not for my lipstick. I think that's for us for today. I think. I
Okay,
don't know.
100%. Someone said they're wearing blue too. That's awesome.
Oh, okay. We could take not five, like 5 seconds, because I don't want to take 5 minutes. But if you have something blue and you want to put it on in the background, let us know or whatever. Go do it real quick, okay? Because we're
Hello
gonna get
from
everybody into.
Orlando. Bonjour, bonjour. We have
I love.
Montreal on.
Someone else is wearing blue. Hey, Lauren, you're in it to win it. There you go. Wearing blue from Winnipeg, Sacramento, wow, Texas, and Ticton. Oh my gosh, this is when it gets crazy, and this is when you're like, oh my God, I just can't say it all. How about this? I think I'm comfortable to say we have travel advisors from north to south, east to west, Canada and the US, joining us today to learn more about spoiled Asian. I'm so honored to have all of you guys here, and we have some agents from out west. Where Sabrina is from, beautiful BC. So it's early for you guys. Hope you got your coffee there. California, too, actually. I wasn't even thinking about that. Woo, woo, West Coast. Thank you for tuning in early. And thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in and learn about us today, a little bit more about us and how you can benefit. So I just want to, I think you guys know my amazing team. Oh, Texas, Dallas, Texas is also wearing blue today. So fun. A blue noser here. Yes, you got that. That's East Coast of Canada. Oh, there you go. Ottawa. Susan, you get a shouts out that Ottawa loves you. There you go.
Thank you,
Nice.
Nick. Oh, we love you guys too. Oh, I love it.
Best part. All right, so I don't think I need to introduce these ladies because I think you all know who they are. But for any newcomers to the Spoiled Agent, I like to call you guys are all part of our Spoiled Agent family. I'll just recap who I am because you guys might have no idea who I am. And I'm doing all this talking, and then I'll get the girls to introduce themselves as well, and then we'll get started because I know you're all busy, busy, busy bees making bookings for your fabulous clients, creating your dream makers. That's what you guys are, creating dreams for your clients. Okay, so I'm Kelly. With Spoiled Agent. I'm not really, I guess, like, I'm not really a big title person, but I guess I'm the founder, president of Spoiled Agent. And I've been around for quite some time. I guess it's like 14 years now. I said 13 years for a while now, so I should probably like add on. It's like kind of like your age. You're like, oh yeah, I'm 30. And you're like, oh my gosh, I've been saying 30 for like 20 years. So, some days at some point you got to update. So it's been a long time. And yes, and I am here and I have a wonderful team working with me these days to help out because everything's just gotten so busy. So I'm actually going to pass it on and let Sabrina just kind of say hey, and maybe you want to just say a little bit what you're handling, or I don't know, as for the webinar side of things.
Sure. Well, hi, everyone. It's such an honor to be here. And yes, the original Spoiled Agent, someone said in the chat, that is Kelly. I'm happy and thrilled to be part of this, honored to be part of this community already for 3 years. As you know, I'm all over the place, mostly in the US of A, bringing wonderful educational opportunities and having lots of fun with the agents, spoiling you and supporting our suppliers. Of course, I'm based in Western Canada, but I will go anywhere I need to spoil you. How about that?
There you go. I love that. There you go, Sabrina. Doesn't Sabrina look lovely today? Look at her hair. It looks so fabulous.
Oh, well, thank you. Only for you guys.
Um, and then of course we would again, a lot of Canadians, us Canadian travel advisors know Susan, and of course I think the US as well, because Susan's hosted some webinars, mega webinars we call them, like this is the combo, both markets. So Susan, I'll pass it over to you.
So hello, spoiled agents, and we love that we have this opportunity to meet with you guys. I'm just back from seeing a lot of you guys on the Canada side. I was out and about doing some of our brewery tours, I guess, if you will. And that's why the Ottawa people are saying hello, because I just came back from there. So we had a great time. And as Kelly said, I do host a lot of the webinars on the Canadian side, but if things get too busy for our friend Sabrina, I'm happy to jump in and help out with the US as well. Yeah, and it's a busy place over here, that's for sure. So we love having Kelly at the head of our organization, and she's a great leader for us all. And we wouldn't all be here without Kelly organizing this fabulous company. She's the mastermind behind it all. So, and thank you all for
Aw,
joining us. It's true.
thanks,
True
Susan.
story.
Yeah, thank you. Um, well, how about we get to it? So a couple things. We are streaming live to Facebook. Hello, Facebook. How are you? Yes, and there's lots of comments there. Wow, I just looked really quick. I think we have over 20 there in the Facebook Canada group. We actually have two Facebook groups. We have one for Spoiled Agent Canada and one for Spoiled Agent USA. If you are not a member, maybe Sabrina, you can pop those links in the chat group, in the chat box, but make sure you register for the right group because we do different things in each market. So, and you're always welcome to join us because we always stream live to Facebook as well. So hello, Facebook agents, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And I'm going to get Susan. I'm not sure if you had a chance to do our little comment that we talked about, because now's the time to grab
Did
some
it.
bodies. That's awesome.
Yep.
And our Facebook agents, okay, Zoom agents, you guys don't have to do this, or the chat box is going to be so long. If you guys, Facebook agents, make sure you put your email address in the comment area, only Facebook, not Zoom. And we're going to make sure that you are entered into our prize draw. We're giving away $200 gift cards just for being here, giving us your valuable time. We're going to give one $100 Amazon gift card to a US advisor, and we're going to do one for Canadian advisor as well. Look at those hearts. I love this. I have this cool app where I can do rainbows and unicorns in my little box here, but I'm not going to touch it and open it now because I could just blow everything up, and I just want to keep everything working properly. So that's okay. Well, I'll miss that. What else?
For
Okay,
a lot
so
of people, they're asking Kelly if it's being recorded, and it absolutely is.
100%. And we'll send you guys an email afterwards. After today, anyone that tuned in live, we'll send you a little wrap up note. We'll let you know who won the prizes. And we'll also, we'll include the recording and what else we can, maybe the VIP. We're going to talk about VIP just a tiny bit at the very end, and we'll go from there. All right. So, okay, perfect. I am going to share my screen and we're going to dig in real quick. Now, please feel free, if you do have questions as we go through, Sabrina is going to be in the background looking at the Q&A and answering questions along the way. And, chat, you can put things in the chat, but it can get lost. What do you say, Susan, about the chat box? What's your line about when you do webinars in the chatty chat?
So we don't put any, questions in the chat because they move up a little bit, but we keep it for the oohs and the ahs.
Okay, who's Oz? Positive comments in the chat box, questions in the Q&A, and Sabrina will address those. All right, let's get this party started. Is that like a dated phrase now? Should I really, come up with the times and come up with a new phrase? It's okay, ladies, you can say that. You can tell me. Or am
Needs
I
to
okay?
create a function where it does a big opening when you start sharing your screen. That's what needs to happen.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to do, just for fun, so everything runs smoothly, I am going to stop my video. Girls are already ahead of me. All right. So, Susan, you're ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go. Okay, so here we go. Spoiled agent. All right. So today, I don't know. I know when you join the industry, and you have your supervisors or your team members, or maybe you did training with your host agency, et cetera, you might have had a colleague that said to you, you have to join Spoiled Agent, or just me, or maybe we were on a list somewhere that you were given saying, join all of these websites and these Facebook groups, et cetera, but you really don't know what we're all about, and why you're receiving all these emails and why we want you to join the Facebook group, all that kind of stuff. Or maybe you've been a member of Spoiled Agent for a while and you haven't been here in a while and you just want a little bit of a refresher. Okay, so that's kind of what today is all about. And I'm just gonna give you some little tips and tricks and various things on how you can find things within the site. So number one, Spoiled Agent. Think of us as an information booth, okay? Like a library. I think somebody else had kind of referred us. We're like a library of supplier content, and you never ever make a booking with us. You never ever. So for your clients, there is no information that we send out to you that is strictly like for your clients. Say you see flyers with rates, agent rates, things like that. That is all directed to you. So Spoiled Agent was created with you as an agent in mind, just trying to make your lives a little bit easier, because there's so much supplier content out there for you. So the main kind of things that we cover and specialize in and are trying to centralize information are travel agent rates. So suppliers working with us, they give us the travel agent rates. So we have them listed on the site, and we're going to look at that in just a sec. And then travel agent incentives. So yes, you're booking, say for example, a lot of the time through tour operators, right? So the tour operators paying you commission, great. But there are a lot of supplier incentives out there where outside of the commission you've earned from booking your package being 10%, 15%, or whatever, 15% is actually really nice, but hard to come by these days. But after you make the booking, say you, for example, made a booking with, I'm just going to look real quick, with, I'm going to say Sandals Resorts. You've made the booking with Sandals, say for example, with a tour operator. You get your commission. Well, you have that booking. What you need to do now is you need to go, because Sandals has an incentive program. You have to go to the Sandals portal, and number one, you have to be registered yourself. Sometimes if you're new, you're gonna have to create profile within these portals, and then you're going to go into the Sandals portal and you're going to record your booking there, and then that's going to give you the opportunity to earn bonus cash on top of that commission that you already earned when you made the package booking. Or some suppliers, of course, you can record your booking and you can earn points, or some suppliers you can even earn a free night for every booking you make. So that's when I say supplier incentives, that's what I'm talking about. And the reason why these suppliers are have these separate incentive programs is because when you make a booking through a tour operator, the tour operator is only sharing your client information. They're not sharing your information. And you know what? You are really, really important, and they want to know who you are. So this is a great way for suppliers to know that you are supporting them and that you are booking them, and in return, they can support you back. And it's a great way that you can earn. I know there's agents. I don't know. There's agents. I don't know if there's any agents on this session right now. Maybe we're all kind of new to the industry, but if there's anyone on here that is like, I don't know, I call them like queen incentive agents. There's some incentive agents that just like are really great at utilizing all of these extra benefits, and they're earning free stays for themselves. They're earning lots of extra bonus commission, like gift cards. A really good friend of mine was an agent. I remember going over to, and she was like a queen of incentives. I remember going over and we were in her office, and she opened up her drawer and she had like all these gift cards in the top drawer. And I'm like, what is, she's like, oh, this is just when I make bookings, I'm reporting them. And she just had like a drawer full. So it can be very rewarding. It can be a lot for you, especially coming into, and because there's so much to keep track of. But you should try to get into the habit of taking advantage of these incentives. Okay. Another really big important piece that we focus on for you guys is education. Okay, so education, if you're just looking at the site, it could be specialist programs. So suppliers working with us, if they have a specialist program, they're listed on the site as well. So that would be another point. And then I also consider under education would be webinars. And you're tuning in right now to one of our webinars. So that would fall under webinars as well. Okay, would be part of education. And as you guys know, if you're receiving our e-blasts, we do a lot of webinars. And I'm going to show you our webinar site and kind of where you can access recorded webinars after something is over, because we totally get it. You're busy, you're on the phone with the client, or you're in the middle of making this booking, etc. You can't stop at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon to be with us. So we record every single webinar, and it's always posted usually within a few hours within the client page or within the webinar site. Okay. All right. So Susan, is there anything, I know I talked a lot there, but I was just giving the overall picture of what we're about. Is there something that I kind of missed and you think
No,
we
I
should
just think
add?
it's important to mention for the specialist program, just to kind of hook on to what you're saying, Kelly, a lot of the tour boards, hotels, that type of thing, they choose who goes on their FAMs by the ones that are part of the specialist programs. So just to kind of expand your learning to make sure you do all the specialist programs. So you are included on those types of things. So you can go and see properties or islands or wherever it might be.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I find that, and even in the past, just so you guys know, by tuning into supplier webinars as well, like if you're listed, because we send the supplier the reports afterwards, and they can see who asked questions, who engaged in the chat box, who registered, who showed interest in their product, and that's another little tip too. And I know you can't tune into every single webinar, but if you have something on your property on your radar and you really, really want to go, kind of tuning in and engaging is a really kind of great way to get top of mind of on the supplier side. All right. Okay. So I think I'm going to move forward from here and show you guys around. So Spoiled Agent, we have our website. And I know there's a lot of agents that have joined our Facebook group, and you see everything going there. But that is like 1/4 the content that we have. If you have not created a membership for the Spoiled Agent website yet, please do that, because you're missing out on a lot. And I'm just gonna kind of go through quickly all the different areas. Okay. Now, most important, we need all of you guys to register. You need to create a profile with us. So if you're coming to Spoiled Agent for the first time and you haven't created a profile, you can actually just go up to the top and go log in. And then if you haven't created, right underneath here, I really think we should bold that and make that bigger. I'm going to talk to my programmer about that. But this is where you're going to register. So just click there. You fill it in for your fill in your information. If you don't put your IATA number or anything like that, your account will be deleted. Okay. It's important to us that every spoiled advisor who's joining our community, number one, our travel agent, this is kind of our way that we can keep consumers away and not, this is a private site. This is for agents only. It is not for the average consumer. So this is how we protect that information, because inside the site, there's special rates only for travel agents and special incentives only for travel agents. And this information is just for us, not for anybody else.
And
Okay.
it's absolutely free, right, Kelly?
Yeah, 100%. Anybody here right now joining, it's free. Just register. And come one, come all, no matter what chain or consortium you are with, we welcome all. Kind of consider us Switzerland here. We work with everybody. Okay. So that's the number one thing. So at first you're going to log in. I'm going to go in, not under my admin. I'm going to go log in as if this is my guest agent profile. So I'm logged in. All right. So once you've logged in, everything unlocks. Okay. So we'll just kind of start out with the tabs. This is the home page. All of these logos are clickable. You can click anywhere. You can click on these banners too. Actually, these banners will all go directly to, say if you clicked on this one here, it'll go to the Charisma Agent Portal. But these ones in here, any of these logos you can grab. They move pretty fast, so sometimes it's hard to grab them, but everything is clickable. What I would start actually, if you're looking for a particular client and just to make your life a whole lot easier, if you scroll down the page, we actually kind of have the suppliers categorized. So say you wanted to see, I don't know, AIC Hotel Group. You can actually easily go here, get some information. You can click on hotels. So these categories then have all of the properties that are working with us have their logo listed here. So you're not kind of trying to wait for the logo to come around again. You can just go to the bottom and go from there. So AIC Hotel Group, of course, one of the brands under there is the Hard Rock. So then you can just click on the logo and then this would take you directly to the Hard Rock dedicated page. And that's just one way to get to them. Each supplier that are working with us in Spoiled Agent, we've created, we call it a dedicated page. This is the AIC Hotel Group dedicated page. And on this page, we kind of put all of the content in one place. So say, for example, here's their agent portal, allagents.com. You can click on it, it'll take you to their agency portal. We also list, actually, I was just looking here. Yeah, here. We also list the agent incentives, okay, are listed on the page. And I was just looking where I'm gonna have to fix this. I need to put the incentives title because usually there's a title above it up here. We'll have that fixed up this afternoon. We'll update the title. So say incentive. So then that way, you know, this is the Hard Rock incentive. For these guys, you're earning cash per booking and you're earning a free night, but you have to record your booking, okay? If you're not recording it, you're not getting it. And unfortunately, with a lot of these programs, you cannot go. Okay. Of course, Unico is part of the AIC Hotel Group. They have an incentive as well. You're earning cash for every booking you make, bonus commission, and you're also earning free nights as well. Okay, points towards free nights. There's the Nobu, that's Los Cabos, that's part of that chain as well. And as you scroll down, you'll also see, you just have to look for this. We have the 8 travel agent details. So, oops, sorry, oops, there you go. I'm clicking on things. So here, again, we tell you how to take, again, I'm not making bookings. We're not a travel agent's travel agent. All we're doing is providing the information. So you are not spending 4 hours late at night after you've taken care of your clients looking for some great deals because you want to get away. Okay. So what we do is we just post the information on the site and we tell you all about it. And I know like this flyer is so hard to read. Well, usually underneath we'll actually have the PDF so you can click on it and download it. And then you'll easily be able to read all of this. Okay. And it gives you all the information, blackout dates, what you need. And a lot of these properties, there are blackout dates and it's based on availability. And another little thing here is you haven't yet, and you're new to the industry, you need to get some type of valid agent ID. I would say the majority of suppliers working with us on the site, they want you to have some kind of little card, not just an IATA number. They want you to have a True card or an IATA card or a CLIA card. It is worth taking the time to invest that because that shows the suppliers that you are in fact a serious travel advisor. And you know, unfortunately, they're you know, in the past, I think it's really gotten a lot better, but in the past there were agents that were, you know, they had an IATA number because maybe they had a special agreement with a host agency or an agency office. This is really, really important because they were taking advantage of the system. But these agent rates are meant for you know, agents learning and experiencing, but we just have to respect that. So the actual cards are you know, are really important. Okay. You can Google it, or maybe I have an awesome advisor here. If you guys want to post the links in the chat box for the True card, I think for the US, and the CLIA IATA card as well. You have to actually send in some pay stubs to show that you're earning a certain amount of commission before you can actually get a card, things like that. All right. So that's agent rates. And then there's that. And then we always, on the bottom of the pages, if you're looking for a BDM, you're new or you have a special request, honeymoon or something, on every single client working with us, always go to the bottom of the page and we always have the sales contact there for you as well. Okay, it's just a little perk because I know how hard it is. You can't possibly know everyone, or you know, things are changing. We try to keep this information up to date as much as we can. Okay, and then at the very, very bottom are all of the recorded webinars that we have done with AIC. So if you miss a webinar, you can do a couple, you can register for the webinar. Don't worry about no showing. It's okay. We know you're busy, but when you register and you know, even if you can't come because you have a doctor's appointment, register anyways. And then that way we will automatically send you the recorded link once the session is over. And it can sit in your inbox, the link, and then you can watch it when you have time. Okay. Or if you don't want to do that, you can always see a client comes in and they want to go to Unico. They're like, oh, I saw Unico on Instagram and it's so beautiful. And you're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know anything about Unico. You can come to the page and I can promise you there is a dedicated webinar here on Unico, or you can watch the most recent one, get some tips and tricks, and then you can go back to your client and some, you know, and have a little bit more information if you want, of course. All right, Susan, anything on dedicated pages? Any questions, any comments that I can address?
No, I feel like it's a one-stop shop, right? Like for the
Yeah.
incentives, it's so easy to navigate. It's broken down really well for everyone. Like you said, you don't have to wait for the logo to pass through. You just go to their dedicated page. And we get a lot of emails, Kelly, like you pointed out, about, you know, sales contacts. So that's also fabulous there too, which you showed everyone.
Good. Yeah. And also some of the clients, we also invite clients to give us like brochures and fact sheets and things like that. Some suppliers provide that information, some don't. If they've given it to us, you know, I can guarantee that it's up there. So always take a look at the client's page. Okay. So there's your little cheat. You can go to cruise lines, I'll break it down, hotels and resorts. This is the bulk of our business. I would say there's a few tour operators, and actually we have quite a few tourist boards working with us as well. And then over here, of course, is the specialist program. And you know what? Well, let's just take a quick peek here. So maybe you're new to the industry, and there are so many amazing programs, specialist programs that you can take. And just actually, I should point out, US agents, I am navigating the Canadian site right now. So we have different clients working on different sites. So you might log into the US site and say, oh my goodness, I want to take the, I don't know, the Brendan Vacations Specialist program or whatever. We're actually not working with them in the US, but I can only work on one site for this particular presentation. But I think you guys get the idea. Say for, you know, there's so many great incentive programs, and it's really ideal to sink your teeth into and get a little bit more knowledge. All right, so that's there.
And you know,
Okay,
Kelly, if I could just add, it's easy for them to also just pull up by name, so they don't have to go through the whole list if they're looking for a specific
yes,
one.
yes, 100%. You can search by name and then it'll come up, or you can just scroll down the list. It's totally up to you. I think right now we're working with about 60 clients, 60 suppliers at this point. You know, we can't work with everybody. And I'm just going to be very transparent with everyone. The site, as Susan mentioned, it is free for you to join. So obviously we need to make money. I need to pay because, you know, Sabrina and Susan aren't just working for me for fun because they're so sweet, because they are. But of course, they have bills to pay. You know, Sabrina's saving up to put her kids through college, and I'm actually saving up to my kids through college too. So the way we earn our money is by suppliers pay us a monthly fee to have their content on here. And that's why you might look for a supplier. I often get emails like, why? I don't want to say a particular brand, but I'm going to call them XYZ because there are big brands out there that we're not working with. And that's their option. It's not ours. Okay. So say XYZ, I get emails all the time, XYZ, what's their incentive program? And I'm like, I'll try and help them because I know a lot of the incentives because this is what I do. I'll try and help you and point you in the right direction. But sometimes I don't know. Or sometimes I don't have a BDM for XYZ because they're not working with us. Okay. So the suppliers pay us a monthly fee, and that's how we can kind of operate and pay everybody. And I can have such wonderful team members. And it's always our goal to continue to grow. Okay. Good. All right. So here's the main page here. So a little bit, so I'll tell you what agents normally do because we all want to travel. It's all about us. This site is about you. We all want to travel. So what the majority of the time happens is advisors log in and they come up here, agent rate tab. This is like our magic tab here because this is what we want to do. We have travel running through our blood, through our bloodstream, and this is what we all want to do. We all want to go away. So this is a really easy way if you're planning a trip, or you want to get away. You found a good airfare, you can go agent rates, and then you can just kind of look down, look through, and this is lists all of the suppliers offering agent rates, and that we have the information posted on the dedicated page. Remember, we're just looking at the AIC. So say, for example, you want to try AIC, you click here, and then from here as well, it'll take you to the dedicated AIC page, right to the travel agent point. Okay. So there you go. So anyone on the list in agent rates, you just click on and it takes you right there to get more information on how you can book. Okay. There. All right. So now I'm going to go back to home. That's the most popular tab right there. Like besides logging in is like agent rates is number 2. So I know what you guys like. It's been proven. All right. So we were talking about incentives, supplier incentives. So I don't know. I had some agents that in the, they kind of get into a routine where maybe every 2 weeks they have their list of bookings and who they need a booking through. They'll come to Spoiled Agent. And again, we're not working with anyone, but we're working with a lot of amazing suppliers that you are booking. Okay. So you can go to the incentive tab, have your list of all your clients that you booked, say for 2 weeks, come here and double check. Say, oh, yeah, I booked, say for example, I booked that couple to the Elite property in Antigua. Well, yeah, Antigua as a destination, if you've taken the specialist course, you log your bookings and then you can be entered to win some quarterly prizes. Some of this, just like Aruba. Oh, I just booked clients to the Rio in Aruba. You need to go to Aruba. This is like a double incentive because say, for example, you just book clients to Elite in Antigua. Well, look down here. Elite has an incentive program. So you need to go to Elite and record your client bookings there, right? To earn, I think it's like $100 bonus commission or, free nights. You got to look at the incentive. Then just to top it off, it's a double whammy. Then you can go to the Antigua Barbuda website and you can register your booking there as well because tourist boards also want to know who is sending their clients to their beautiful island. So they also have incentives. So that's a whole other, I didn't even think of that until that we were looking at this right now. But yeah, so I would suggest coming here once a week or once every 2 weeks and just kind of go through and see this, just let this help jog your memory to remember to record your bookings. Okay. All right. Any other thoughts here that I'm missing out on the incentives tab, Susan?
No, just again, you can just search by name again, so you don't have to scroll through if you're looking for a specific one because it's nice and easy. And I know you're just picking random ones just to show examples as well.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Yeah, if you just do standards. Yeah, it's just like you were looking for somebody, you can go in there. But again, I really feel I don't really feel the list is, I don't want to get locked out here. I don't think the list is that long to scroll down, but yeah, if you are just like really quick, you can definitely search by that. But I think I've just really did some damage here. Let me just open this up again. Did some damage there, so I'm not going to do that again. Here we
There's
go.
so many people on the Spoiled Agent site right now.
Really? Yeah, I think that's it. You guys are all in there. Hey, what's going on, guys? That's funny. All right, so that's the incentive side of things. Okay, so we recapped. We've gone through the homepage, how to find supplier pages, what's on the supplier page. We've reviewed the agent rate tab. We've reviewed the incentive tab. And we've also talked about the specialist courses as well. So Susan, I've been doing a lot of talking here. Would you like me to hand over and we'll head over to the webinar site? Maybe you could talk a little bit about that. Okay.
Sure, and I just see some pop-ups that people are following along on the website with us. So that's great, guys. Thanks. So the webinar, well, there's one we just did yesterday with our friends at Visit Orlando. So this is amazing. You can go back as far as you want. You can watch our latest. They're all listed there. And you can also go to the very bottom to see what's up and coming, just in case you want to plan your week. Or, I've got clients coming in to learn about, whatever, whichever, like just to pick a few, Cuba, Amelia, things like that. So it's fantastic. You can just, as Kelly's showing you, click on that to register. You go down a little bit to the big red register button, and that's going to take you to Zoom to actually get the registration sorted out. And it's going to tell you what it's about. It's going to tell you if there's a prize involved, things like that, and what the title of the actual webinar is. So I love this because, we can go back, we can see, we can refer to things, and maybe you just wanted to hear a little bit more about, the new hotel that's opening with such and such. You can learn more about, of course, all their different room types, things like that. And like I said today, everything's recorded. Everything we do is recorded. So they are all housed here. Also, they're also housed on the supplier pages as well. So if you wanted to do that, you can go here or under the supplier pages if you want to go more specific.
Let me just see. Oh, that was Visit Orlando. Let's do, I don't know. I'm just gonna do sandals real quick. So let's do sandals. So you can also search, right?
Right. I love the
You can
search feature.
search. Yep. Yeah. You can also search. And then I don't know, but it's not coming at me. What did I do here? Let's do sandals. Oh, I think. Let's just see here. Maybe let's do this search. Oh, I think, oh, you know why? Because I think I'm not putting in the start date and the end date, but you can go back. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of webinars posted. There we go.
I think it's a great way to plan your week, right?
Yes, yeah, 100%. Oh, okay. So this isn't
Oh,
working, but it will. By Monday, it will. I promise you all. How's that?
for
If you're ever
sure.
on site and you see a broken link or you see something that's not right or whatever, if you don't mind just taking a screenshot and sending it to us, we do our very, very best to keep all the content up to date for you, but we're not perfect. We're only human. So I consider you all my ambassadors. And also maybe if you're asking for agent rates and maybe the supplier's not being responsive, et cetera, et cetera, I need you to let me know. Okay. It's important because I don't know. This is important. We're a small company and it's important for the content to be updated and it's important for the suppliers to be responsive. And you guys are the one that's using it. So I need you to communicate with us because maybe if a supplier isn't kind of following along on their end of the deal, like if the hotel's sold out and they're over capacity or they've given away their allotment, I can't go above whatever, but if you've asked for an agent rate and it's not back in a reasonable amount of time, you got to let me know. Okay, so because I can give lovely, kind, gentle nudges from the side. I find I don't get a lot of those emails. I find the suppliers are really, really great. They're here working with us because they already get it. They already get that. They already get you and what you want by offering incentives, by offering agent rates, by working with Spoiled Agent. They understand how busy you guys are. All right.
A lot of people are saying thank you for the recording. They really appreciate it, that they can go back and refer to it.
Good. That's great. And again, please register. We don't look at people that register and no show on webinars. In-person events, that's another thing. We want people to come. No shows are not okay anymore, especially with everything being so expensive. But no showing on a webinar is 100% okay with us because we get you're busy and I encourage you to always register and then that way you'll have the link and it's all good. But if you forget and you see it afterwards, it's always posted here or of course, as Susan mentioned, and we talked about before on the dedicated page at the bottom. All right. There's a specialist. Yeah. So there's the bottom here. There's a couple of videos, and then there's the latest webinars that we did with Tourism Australia. Okay, you can watch them anytime you like. All right. I think I just want, is there anything that I'm kind of missing? I would like, I want to get everybody back to work. I would like to say something really, actually, I'll say something really quick about Level Up Learning. And I'm going to talk really quick about VIP. As for the overall site, Susan, is there anything that I didn't cover?
No, not that I can see. And I know people are asking some questions. So guys, hang in. We'll take them at the end.
Yeah, we're almost done. Okay. All right. So, really quick, spoiled level up learning. I'm not actually going to click on that right now because I don't, we just completed, you might have saw, we sent out the e-blast, we were posting in the Facebook group. We had the level up learning, inclusive collection level up learning. So level up learning, this is brand new. It's kind of like a little tiny mini specialist program. So we're offering this to suppliers. We have some level up learnings coming up in the future, but what it is, it's meant to take about 30 minutes of your time. Okay. And we're asking so say like, I don't know, Amelia is opening up a new hotel and they want to highlight it. And they kind of want to give you like the really quick update and, what this property is about, how to sell it. So we're allowing them to do, say, like 5-minute video segments. And then there's some questions, of course. We got to ask questions just to make sure you were listening to the video. You can answer a couple of questions and then you move on to the second video, et cetera, et cetera. And then at the end, it'll run probably for 4 weeks, anywhere from 4 weeks to 8 weeks, depending what the supplier wants. And then if you complete the course, number one, you're going to learn more about the supplier or the product or whatever they're trying to highlight, but also of course there's going to be some prizes as well. But it's just, again, it's when you see a level up learning, just think in your head, I need 30 minutes to do this. So please keep an eye open for that. In this logo here, if you click on this, it'll take you through to the level up learning page. But again, I'm going to click on it, but I don't have anything going on right now, so I think it's blank. But normally it would be listed right here. It would say inclusive collection level up learning, and then you can click on there and go for it. And maybe yeah. So anyways, that's that. I was gonna see about Sabrina grabbing the link that we have, a demo link, but I think we'll just keep moving along and you guys keep an eye open for that. All right. So VIP. All right. So VIP is let me see, am I logged in? I'm not a VIP. Let me log out and we'll do this from the US site. So VIP. Now, VIP is like the reason why I created VIP. I'll tell you that. How about that? Here's the background story for VIP. We're at a point now where we don't have any more. I don't have any more capacity to send out any more e-blasts. Our hope is, only Monday to Friday, and I always wanted three e-blasts a day. I know it's a lot, guys, but I need you to kind of stick with us because every e-blast that we send out is for you. Like we do not send out. Sometimes you'll see a supplier, they're talking about, $500 off spring consumer, whatever. But if you open that e-blast, within that e-blast, there's always something about you. It could be highlighting an agent rate or highlighting an incentive. Of course, the suppliers want you guys to know about their specials and things like that. But I just want you guys to know everything that we're sending out is for and about you. Okay. Even if it looks like a consumer, scroll down and there's always something about you. And I would appreciate you guys if you would please open my e-blast and click through. It really helps with our stats. But we always have really great stats already. I think that's because of the content. All right. So I'm logged in as a VIP and I'm a little off track here, Susan, if you want to rein me back in.
No problem. So yeah, a couple are asking about the VIP, if we can kind of just touch on that.
Sure. Okay. VIP. All right. So I just logged in the US site. So once you become a VIP agent, okay, I know how I got off topic. Okay, so we're working with 60 clients. There's only so much I can have on this site, and we're almost full. But you guys want to travel the world. You want to go to Australia, you want to go to Dubai, you want to go and go to Machu Picchu. You want to go to Ireland and drink some Guinness. You guys want to go around the world. You do not just want to go to the Caribbean, or maybe you do Caribbean and Mexico, which is I get it. We're very heavy loaded on the Caribbean and Mexico, but that's what you guys are selling, and it makes sense. But I get you want to go other places in the world. So that's why we created VIP. Okay. But the thing is, for VIP, the suppliers do not pay us any money to have their content on VIP. So for us to keep this updated, we had to create a whole program. We had to create a whole brand new website. So I need to make a little bit of money so I can pay somebody to help me keep this updated and create the program and keep it going and all that fun stuff. So VIP, I would strongly recommend that you wait until you're a spoiled agent, kind of get familiar with our regular, the free site. And if you want more, or maybe you're traveling or just want to see what else, or maybe you want to support us as a company, you can upgrade to VIP, and it's $19.99 per year. Yes, that's right. It's only per year. It's not every month. It's just $19.99 per year. And this kind of unlocks more worldwide offers and destinations all around the world. I've tried, and I might not have every city in the entire world, but we have tried to upload agent rates at hotels like in every big city, major city in the world here. Okay. So I'm actually going to stop at this point. I'm not, I could really dig in and show you guys all around. We were really hoping just to keep this nice and tight and just focus on the main site and not talk about VIP. But I do have a recorded webinar for VIP, and Sabrina's going to post it in the chat. It might get buried really, really fast because of all the awesome comments. What I'll do is we're going to send a note. We'll send a note afterwards, let you know who won, and I'll include the video to, what's VIP all about anyways. And then you guys can watch it. You can get a better look at what VIP is about. And then you can decide for yourself if you want to be a VIP or not. All right. I think that's it. Anything else, Susan? Did I forget anything?
No, you did a great job.
Is it
We're
like
getting a
2
lot of
hours later?
no,
Or
we're getting a lot of
did I just
activity with like hearts, and they're great information. A lot of people
Okay.
love the VIP, find it's well worth the money, and love everything that we have to offer here. So for
Good.
sure.
Thanks, guys. That's so great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think it might be best. I asked Sabrina if there's any questions or anything like that. If you want to unmute, if there's anything, questions that you have that you want me to answer verbally with everybody here, or Sabrina, were you able? I can stop share. I'm going to share my screen because you might have a question about something particular about. You know what I mean?
I think that's great. Thanks so much. Okay, so a couple things that we will just read out. So how do I become a VIP? It basically you just go on the same registration
Here.
spot. Maybe you want to quickly show that, Kelly. That'd be
Sure.
great.
No problem. I'm going to log in as my Canadian profile to the Canadian site because I'm not a VIP there. I really should be. I better go pay my $19.99. Okay.
That's a good one.
So after you log in, okay, so you log into the site, you're not a VIP. You're going to see this banner right here. Okay. This one here, you just click on it. And then here, it's going to take you to sign up. Look, mine's expired. Okay. So you can pay by credit card. We're using Stripe now. We're no longer using PayPal. So we're using Stripe, so you can pay by credit card. I'm sorry, I do not for the US agents. If you want to pay by check, you sure can, and you can send it in US dollars, but you have to do old school snail mail, go to the post office, buy a stamp, write your write our address, etc. And you can put that right there, and you can just make it out to spoiled agent or Canadian agents. Because we're based here in Canada, you guys can also do pay by, you can mail us a check. Make sure you include a business card or something so I know when I get your check, I know who to call to say, and I can upgrade you. Or of course, you can also, only Canadian agents, US agents, I'm so sorry you can't do it. But Canadian agents, you guys could also do an e-transfer. Yeah, you just pay here and you can just renew you can do 1 year, and then after the year, it'll automatically stop, just end. And then you'll notice that you will have, it'll tell you just like it did on mine that, let me see if I can go back here. It'll tell you on mine that your membership has expired. And then you can renew at that time, or you can just resubscribe, whatever you like. And if you ever have any problems with anything, you please email us. I think the best email that we're all watching closely is info@spoiledagent.com. Okay. And I'll include that email when we send up the follow-on as well. All right.
It's fantastic. Thank you, Kelly, for that.
Yep.
And that is one more last thing, just because we might have some agents who haven't signed up yet for just to have our free membership. So they're wondering if they add the IATA from their host agency. We had a few of these questions, and their personal CLIA number as well, or which, or what's best.
Yeah, if you're a brand new travel advisor new to the industry, welcome to our crazy amazing industry. I would like your and if you already have a profile and you already put a different number, please don't worry about going back and fixing it. It's okay. But if anybody here registering, ideally, I would love I add a number from your host agency. You can put that there. If you are an agency, or maybe you have your own IATA as well, along with your host agency, you can choose to put your business IATA or your host agency. It's really up to you. But the IATA number is key. You can't make it up. Like, we can check everything, right? So it just make sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we had a few comments, which I think is great, of how many days, DM, how many days until after Christmas. So I think it's just worth a mention of, don't forget, we've got two great activations, initiatives that come your way, May and December, along with all kinds of new fun stuff. So keep visiting the site every day, because you never know what's new. Because this lady who's on the main screen right there, Kelly Schmidt, is always literally 24 hours a day in her sleep is thinking about how we can spoil you, be more creative and more awesome. It's a true story. And we love doing it. And that's why we love our jobs, right, Susan?
That's it. And just on that topic, Sabrina, should we talk, Kelly, about prizes?
Prizes for today, or
Yeah.
for today? So how about we just hold on? I'd like to expand on what Sabrina just said real quick, if that's okay, and then we'll talk about prizes. Really quick. So if you're new to the industry, you're just here for the first time, or if you're a seasoned agent, you guys know what it's all about. And if you participated in our 12 days after Christmas or 14 days after Christmas, you just want to put a little comment just to show how fun it is. Also, or maybe you just participated in our travel. So what's a travel agent day? We don't do days. We did a month this year. So we have a lovely relationship with the suppliers, and they're very, very generous. So we always try to come up with a fun idea. And again, we got to kind of do like a trivia, or you got to do something, to earn a prize, because we need to be able to track it and all that fun stuff. So we try to make it fun. But as Sabrina just said, did you want to maybe Sabrina can give a little outline of what we just did at what travel agent month is in the month of May. And then Susan, if you just quickly want to talk about it in the meantime, if you want to Google on your phone, how many days is it till Boxing Day? And then you can tell us when Sabrina's done. How's that?
I think that's fabulous. So travel agent month was a spoiling extravaganza. So really it was like coming out of every nook and cranny, spoiling for you, recognition for you. They were personalized, beautiful, heartfelt messages from our suppliers. Some of them got so creative with dance moves and videos. And I mean, we should make a spoiled agent Oscar Awards. We will have to one day.
Yeah.
And if any of you want to see that video, we can get it to you. Just email us at info@spoiledagent.com. That famous video, or maybe you have, I don't know, maybe we have to wait till next year, because it's a huge reveal and it's very fantastic. So all our suppliers show their love. They post those videos on their pages so you can see them and feel the love. We did a big launch with that. Of course, we always launch. I think that we're great, especially, of course, Kelly, in making sure that we explain how are things going to work and putting instructions out there. And we launched with a huge sort of gathering here on Zoom, and then we had to do a cheers and all that fun stuff. So we did that, of course, and there were videos for everyone to watch. And not only that, there was trivia with along with that, as well as a lot of other fun. And the big part of it was to spoil you. So every video you saw, you had a chance to win. I think we gave, I don't know,
over 100 prizes.
Exactly. And just thinking
Between
about
the two markets,
the US, but between the two markets, over 100 prizes. I mean, hotel stays, destination tours, gift baskets, $250 gift cards. I mean, just really, it is the place to be 100% spoiled. And that was just the month of May. And we have another huge one, which Miss Spoiled Susan's going to tell you about now.
So everyone knows, Kelly. I don't know
Yeah,
if you do it,
I
but
see that 183 days till
and everyone
Boxing Day.
they love it. They look forward to it because it's something past the holiday season, right? Like
Yeah,
it's kind of like we can dust things off. Santa's put his feet up and let's see what's happening, right? So we can kind of get that sorted out. And we love it. It's a great promotion. And again, this is something that Kelly has come up with over the years. That is probably very popular, one of the most popular contests, if you will.
contests. Yeah. I don't know. The way I look at it is all of this stuff happens pre-Christmas. We're getting parties, we're getting spoiled, we're getting gift baskets, and everything's happening. And then Christmas happens, and then everything's like, right? So I thought, wouldn't it be good to keep, keep having fun, keep celebrating when no one else is celebrating? So that's why we do 12 days after. Hey, listen, now it's just us, right? And I don't know, a few hundred advisors. So the girls don't even know this. I kind of know what the theme is going to be for this year for Santa. You guys want it? Do you guys want to know? All right. So it kicks off on December 26th, and it's just like we release for 12 days straight. We're in it even on New Year's Day. We're doing it. We're moving forward, but every day we release a new some hits. Suppliers give us prizes, they give us a hint, and then you got to go to the supplier page and find the picture, and then you put your name in, and then you're entered in for the prize. It's really easy. But this year I thought, because usually I do like Santa's tired, he's doing laundry and he's watching Netflix, Mrs. Claus is getting a mani petty, that kind of, and then they go on a vacation, like on a beach vacation. But I thought maybe this year, I think Santa is planning a trip around the world. So, so I think he's going to come back from dropping all the gifts. He might have one night to sleep, and then they're going to be off on a worldwide adventure this year. So you only have 183 days to see what Santa's going to be up to after Christmas. And again, we're going to be have lots of prizes, and I hope you all follow along on our journey. But the only way you're going to know about this is if you're receiving my e-blasts. Okay, that's how we share it. E-blast, we e-blast this stuff out, or if you don't like e-blasts or whatever, then you can follow along in our Facebook. You have to add us to your notifications because Facebook is gonna like push us aside and you won't see anything. We just ran a bunch of events across Canada, and I can tell you how many ages we're putting in the comment area. I didn't know you were doing this, but like we e-blasted it out so many times. We posted it so many times, and the ages still didn't know about it. So, but they're a part of the Facebook group. So you really need, if you guys don't mind, uh, just keep your eyes open because that's how we share what's happening. All right. Anything else, or shall we let maybe we'll just wrap up the prizes. So we'll talk about prizes and how it goes, because it goes like this with all of our webinars and things like that. Was there anything that I'm missing, Sabrina or Susan, before we move along?
I just wanted to say real quick, because I've had a lot of Facebook requests in. I do have a lot of fun in the socials, and we cannot let you in if you don't have the questions answered. We really make sure it's the same thing with our website. We need to make sure your travel agents, we don't want the customers to see commissions and bonuses, and you don't want to either. So please, please take 2 minutes and answer those 3 questions, or you won't be able to join the group. So I know a lot of you are asking to join. I've probably had 80 people asking to join in this time, or 100 or more, but not everyone's answered the questions. If you didn't answer the question, it's a sorry, but please come back and answer the question. It'll take you 2 minutes. And
20 seconds. 20
exactly
seconds,
20
minutes,
seconds.
20 seconds. Yeah.
I have a really great question. Do you have your webinars on a certain day? Do you want to chat about that while I look through the rest of the things real quick?
Should I show them our calendar?
Yeah, we don't want to scare them.
No, no. Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that, Sabrina. I'll talk. So webinars, no. No and yes. So what we try to do, okay, is we try to host webinars on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Canada, we actually we host more webinars in Canada. So sometimes we do them on Fridays. I personally love Fridays because we're not competing with anybody else, because all the other suppliers don't host webinars on Friday. So we have your undivided attention on Fridays. Usually what we do is it just depends on the supplier and what they're doing. So each supplier, they're working with us. We are like, you want to do a webinar? Like, yeah. I'm like, okay, when do you want to do it? And then we give them dates. So it's really based on when the supplier is available. So it's usually, it could be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Fridays. US only, US webinars are always at kick off at 1 o'clock, and Canada only webinars start at 12:30 p.m. And then sometimes we call them megas, which would be both markets. Canadian agents, you would probably notice that we start the megas with both markets at 1 o'clock. So that's it. I think the best thing for you to do is just kind of keep an eye on the upcoming webinars. Every Monday, we send out an email every Monday at, I don't know, 10 a.m., a webinar recap, e-blast. And that tells you what's happened. It tells you everything we have booked in and set up for usually 3 weeks out. Okay.
Just a couple questions. How do I make sure I get your e-blast? So is that in my profile when I register? Do I have to go do something if I'm not getting those?
Yeah, so it's very important for us to protect your privacy and to follow, the proper etiquette for e-blast, things like that. So you have to subscribe. So if you're new and you're registering for the first time, when you create your profile in the website, there's a button, you said, yes, I subscribe. So if you click, yes, I subscribe, I will put you on the list. If you say, no, I don't want to get your emails, e-blast, I don't add you because that's your choice. Okay. If for some reason you're not getting our e-blast and you want to, if you don't mind sending an email from to info spoiledagent.com. Send an email there with the email that you want your e-blast to go to. We will then we'll add. What we'll do is I'll check constant contact first. Some of you guys might have, and I'm sure it was a total accident. You might have unsubscribed, maybe. I don't know. You're like, I got too much going on. I got to unsubscribe, and you clean everything up, but you accidentally, it was an accident. Unsubscribe from us. If you want to come back, I can't add you back. You actually have, because you unsubscribed, to protect you, you have to just click on a little link to resubscribe again. It's easy. Just send us an email and then we'll send you a link and then you just resubscribe and then you'll be back on the list again. Okay.
Hey,
Anything else?
perfect.
Is that
I
it?
think that we're good because they're spoiled and the smartest agents in the world. So they already
Yeah.
know it. They got it.
Yeah.
Can I just add
Okay.
one thing from what Sabrina said earlier? Just a reminder about the Facebook pages. There's a Canadian page and a US page. I know we said that earlier, but just to keep it, in check for all of us, just so everyone knows if you're joining in, you have to answer the questions, like Sabrina said, relevant to your country.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. And yes, and Sabrina, I think did you post that link for the VIP as well in the chat? I sent it to you via Teams.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah, it's buried. Okay, yes. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now let's talk about prizes. So we have $200 gift cards that we're going to give away. I'm not doing it live right here because I want to make sure the winners, the list of agents that qualify, we're here from the start to the end. Okay, so we do it after. So after, and we do this for all of our webinars. I just saw a post in the Canada Facebook group saying, what happens with prizes and how do you know? So what happens, and this is going to happen today and with all of our webinars, if a supplier is offering price, what we do is at the end, we get the report. Okay, we take out any agents maybe that were just on for 10 minutes or they weren't on from the start until Q&A. We take you and then we pop you into like an auto random prize picker. I like a wheel of names. That's the one that I use. And then we get the name from there. Then what we do is once we've done that, we contact the winner. Okay, and we're like, hey, usually by email, you won $100. Sometimes we'll call. It just kind of depends on how busy we are. And then once we've connected with the winner and we've asked their permission if we can mention their name, then we'll send out a follow-up email to everyone that tuned in live. Okay. Oh, my daughter, look what my daughter she just brought me a cappuccino. Nice.
Excuse me, daughter. How
Daughter.
far? I'm too far away from you. I'd love a cappuccino.
too.
Wow.
Here's
Yay,
my,
Maggie.
here's to Maggie. I'm telling you, nice. Uh, nice. I love that. Anyways, we will then send, once we know the prize, we've connected with the winner. And sometimes it takes a couple of days because sometimes our winner is traveling because that's what we love to do. We're away. So sometimes it takes a little longer, but we'll always send a follow-up email to let you know who won and any follow-up. Like I'm going to send the YouTube webinar link and anything else that that the girls tell me, whatever that's going on. We'll and that's how it's done. I don't have a place. We give away way too many prizes to have a page for you to look at. And also add us, add Spoiled Agent at info to your mailing list, your contacts, and then it'll show up and won't get blocked as spam. All right. Okay. You guys are the best, right? You guys all know that you're the very, very best. Thank you so much. Hey, Heather, you're welcome. We really appreciate your time. So what's today? What day is it? Wednesday?
26, Wednesday, the 26th.
It's
Okay.
Wednesday. Yep.
So how about Friday? We'll call the winner Friday because we actually have a new spoiled team member. If everybody wants to say hello to Maine, she's in Maine. If you just say hi, Maine. She's new. She's just started training this week and is going to be helping us in the back end. So big love, shouts out to Maine. We need her help. So we're busy training Maine this week. So things are a little crazy. But we'll call the winner and then we'll send out the follow-up email to all of you who won by Friday. Okay, is that fair? Good.
Oh, there she is in the chat. Hey, Maine.
Shouts out to me. So now, yeah, our team is growing. So thank you, everyone. That's all because of you guys and your interaction. We appreciate it. All right. I think that's it. What do you think, ladies? Okay, we're good to go. Look at all those hearts. All right, I could just sit here all day, but I know I don't
No,
want to
you
waste your
can't.
No, I can't. Okay. Thank you, Sabrina and Susan, for supporting me today and being my backup. Appreciate it. Yes, if you get kicked off of Zoom and log back in again anytime you're doing a webinar, it's counted. It shows us like in the timing. It shows what happened, and you're 100% guaranteed in and always included in the prizes. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Okay, and don't blow up my website. All right.